morning, you guys. I am here. It's back day, and I just wanted to show you a couple things. I brought this back from where all my stuff is stored in New York. So I got my pull-up bar, and I can't use it right now because I don't know what door jamb is strong enough for it. I'm talking to you about this stuff on back day because it's going to make sense eventually as you get stronger, okay? The back muscle is a huge muscle and it can withstand a lot of work, and it's very difficult to do that at home. So I'm constantly figuring out ways to hammer the back because that's what it responds to. Once your shoulders and once the weak links are strengthened to handle, and once your brain is engaged in the muscle that you're working, you can use pull-ups, and you could use this. It's scary because no one can do pull-ups. I can't do pull-ups. I know Trish can do some pull-ups, but you can do assisted. So you would put a little bench behind you and assist yourself up. The other piece of equipment that I'd like you to look forward for is if you don't have a barbell setup, this is called the ultimate dip station. So if you can imagine something that looks like this. I can do tricep dips on this. I'd have to warm up before. All right. And what I like it for is back, where you would be pulling yourself up. Okay. So I'm just going to stay here and do my warm up, 15 reps with the ultimate, it's called the ultimate dip station, but actually it's back. You can really, reimagine a lot of exercises on this one. You could put your feet up. So if you're looking to add some equipment that's going to help you with some of the stuff that you can't do at home, that would be one of them, and a pull-up bar would be another, okay? Inexpensive. I think I got this at Target in the States or Walmart in the States years ago, all right? And it doesn't take up too much room. It's manageable in a small gym. Second set, pullovers. Well, I'm actually going to do our first set pullovers too. I'm going to show you here. Pull over on the bench, fully supported, and then I'm going to take it into a bridged pullover. So that will work your core as well as giving you a bigger range and asking those muscles to work more functionally, okay? So here comes a warm-up set of dumbbell pullovers. And you're just a nice stretch. And all the way up for this first one, all right? To target your back, you would just kind of keep it right there and keep the pressure on the back. But going through this first round, it's beneficial, I think, to go through the full movement with those shoulders. Back. We also do these pullovers on chest day. Just a different focus. That may or may not be 15 reps. The first step more or less is for a warm-up, right? So you're going to use your intuition. You're going to feel the blood pump, lubricate the joints, connect the brain to the muscle, doing a lot of prep work there. All right. So you guys continue on full support, or if you feel you're ready to add the instability, I guess. Yeah, you're a little more stable here. Instability of a bridge position option. We're going to go right. Shoulders are going to anchor you to the bench, and the same pullover movement. All right, so there you go. Careful in and out, and watch your bench. It could fly out from under you. So many risks. Good. 2 more sets of the dumbbell pullover. Real nice stretch. I love it. Watch the tension in your neck. It's always going to build. Those muscles want to jump in and help the full movement of the back and traps and lats. Good. I'm going to just, I'll do 1 more set and then I'll set up over there. So 10 reps, pullovers. And again, if you get a better target on the back muscles by laying on the bench, you got to start with that, okay? It doesn't make sense to go to a more advanced version if you're not doing the job. Got it? All right. There we go. And drop the hips a bit here. Good. Safe in, safe out. All right. Does that read up there? I can't see that close, that far, but it certainly looks like your bright red tunic top. And we've got 1 more set of pullovers. Once again. Safe, and what do I want to say? You can't move ahead with the thought that you're going to get further ahead by doing the advanced version. You're going to stay where you're targeting that muscle, okay? And getting the most bang for your buck, okay? Here we go. And pull over. I haven't done those pullovers on this bench. At the gym, Bridgewater, the benches were a little bit higher. It was, but they were more solid too, right? You didn't feel like you were going to move. So you're going to have to, it's like anything, you know, different equipment is going to feel different. So you just have to keep adjusting yourself, right, from day to day. A wide row and close grip reverse row. All right, I'm going to use, I'm going to get rid of this for right now. Oh yeah, let me do that. Now, if you have low back issues, you might want to support your head on the back of your bench, on the back of a couch, on the back of on a stool, all right? Eventually, you would like to be into a forward lean, holding your core solid on its own. That's ab work, right? But for the time being, we're going to go wide, wide, right? And then we're going to go reverse, close. Yeah, let's do it. Lots of work here, okay? Isometric contraction. That hamstring has to lengthen, tailbone needs to turn up, and a lot of people don't have that flexibility to get in this position. Give yourself a break, okay? Show up for a Sunday stretch. I think we're doing Saturday and Sunday again. That felt so good. And reverse grip. Watch this on your wrists and your elbows if it's not completely comfortable for you. I would just go neutral grip, all right? But this, to me, would be a barbell movement. Woo! Just the act of standing, stabilizing that movement, forward lean, and activating the back. It's big. It's big time. As much rest as you need to take. And we go back to the wide row. Now, I haven't said this for a while, I have to cue again. Your posture. You can't come into your back work like this. You need to have that exaggerated posture. I call it a cartoon character. That's your upper back. Full, perfect posture. Then I break at the hip and lean forward in that perfect posture. When I do that, I feel my hamstrings pull, right? And this is, what is this one? Oh, wide. The best you can. You have to understand that this exercise is the stretch as well. You have to go through this process to gradually coax your body and the stretches. You can't just show up on Sunday or once a week and get those muscles stretched. So each one of our workouts is an ab session, is a stretch session, is a cardio session. This is all of it. All of it. One more set there. Right? One more set. Wide row. I generally take a slightly lighter weight for that because the shoulders are in an unusual position and you're really targeting more delt and upper back on this one. All right, you don't have a lot of help from the big back muscles. When you come here, reverse grip, you can handle more weight, right? Here we go. And a wide row. Reverse grip. Take a moment if you need. Stretch out that back. Refocus. We're going to a lat pull down, so we're going to give that low back a little bit of a break. before we go back into the seesaw. All right, so lat band pull down. If you've got a machine at home, you've got your lat pull down machine, you would use a wide bar and just a regular grip. Pull down behind the neck if your shoulders can handle it. And if you feel that your back is pulling that, you can't pull with your arms and you can't pull with your shoulders, that's where the problems come. Take the time to find the lats that pull those shoulders down, okay? All right, I just want, maybe I'll use this, 15 reps. I've got my heavier band out here, so I don't know if I'm going to get 15 reps, but once again, when you see 15 in a set like this, it just means a warm-up, rehearsal, wake up the systems, right? Did I put this together with a good morning? Yeah. I like putting this one together with a good morning. It gives you a little bit of break there and a little bit of stretch here. So I said we were giving our low back a break, but we're not really. But use this time. Don't use a weight. If you've got really tight hamstrings, it's going to play up into your back. So even just go for a nice forward bow movement. 9 and 10. Okay. So be aware, you're almost into your toes on that one because you do want to target your back. They say, oh, protect your low back, you know. But at this point, you're controlled. You know the weight. You know what you're doing. There should be relative safety involved in a thoughtful forward lean with a lot of focus on the low back. You want to practice it in a gym. Gyms don't hurt you. They allow you to see what you can and can't do and teach you the proper patterns to follow. Because when you're at home and you lift up a bucket of water or you know, that's, even a dishwasher can turn, right? Here, everything's under control. I love that. Organization. So 10s, make sure that you're pulling with your back. My back is depressing. My shoulder blades are depressing. My arms follow. I'm not just pulling with my arms. Good. Nice job. Felt good, huh? Let's go. And very nice. We're on our third one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really trying to keep track of it all by myself. And lat pull down, 10, 8 to 10. I'm looking for heavier resistance here, okay, with this movement. Ooh, started getting tough around number 8, which is exactly what we want, right? Ooh. Good morning. Last set coming up. Woohoo! Seesaw Row. Oh, this is a big back day. We might go 35 minutes. Got this. All right. That was challenging. Let's go. Good morning. Seesaw. Coming up. Yeah. So, seesaw, bent over, and exactly what you think. All right? Band, face pull, we're just going to be here. It's that upper back and delt again, okay? Trying to relax tension in your neck. It will jump in, stop, and just ease off. That's all it takes. Notice it. It's going to come. It's not a negative thing. It's a negative thing when you leave it and don't address it for the long term. And it settles in there and you get this neck pain. Stress will do that to you. Stress will kill you. Alrighty, here we go. I don't know. 10 and 10. So 1, 2, 3, up to 20, and then band. Ready? Alrighty. I am ready. And 10. All right, once again. And even if you don't have back problems, you might consider using support. at this point because you are fatiguing and you do not want to hurt yourself, okay? I was just thinking this would be a great that forward lean is working on core stability, and you might have had enough already, right? Band pull, you're going to take that up around your chin area because you want to target it right across from your upper back. Good. Superset, 2 exercises back to back with no rest, and then you rest. I have been talking in between, so I haven't been following the rules. All right, so this is the rest. Then you go seesaw, band, rest. All right. Oh, here we go. Keep that motion going insofar as you can hit and acknowledge every contraction at the top. Now, if you're just pumping it out and you don't feel where it's connecting at the top, you're losing half of the work, maybe more than half. Very nice. That's one where your lip starts curling up. You look fairly monstrous. That's okay. And last set for our seesaw, and then we're just going down on the floor for a band row. You could even be sitting up on your bench here and doing a band roll. I'm going to think about that. See, if I'm up on the bench and I do a band row, it's going to hit a little bit higher on my back. But if I'm sitting flat, I might get down mid-back, and we haven't done a lot of mid-back work, so I'm on the floor. You decide. Seesaw. I want to push myself today. 10 and 10. So be aware when you hit heavier weights, there's a lot more work on your low back, number one. Number two, I did feel a tendency to want to wrench. So if you've got, back issues, sciatic, pulling on one side and pulling on the other, you gotta be aware of all these things that are gonna hit something else, all right? Especially if you're trying to heal something and you're feeling like pretty damn good, and then all of a sudden you do this thing that seems totally unrelated, and then bang, you're back where you started and you go, what was that all about? Whew. Here we are at the last superset of the day, and that's ab crunch with a band row. Nice, eh? So if you've got I just thought it would be a nice change. You're on the floor anyways, trying to get a little more ab in here for you, although our abs and our core is being done with every stinking exercise we do all week. Core is engaged. Here you go. So, band row. Wrap it around my feet. And I've been finding that doubling mine up, you could go single, and I might do that for this first set of 15 as a warm-up and as a, you know, just a rehearsal for the movement. Shoulders down and pull. So easy here for me. And that is a problem too, because when it's easy, you just wrench, right? And you tend to snap joints. So at the outset, it's really like a game to find the perfect challenge for the back or for the muscle that you're targeting without harming other parts by, you know, jerky movements. I'm going to do this ab crunch just like this, straight up to the ceiling. And 10. And the band row for 10. 10 reps now. Slightly more difficult. I choose. All right. Tension in the neck, watch that, ease off. The tall posture, lift your rib cage, chest and chin up. Cartoon character, over exaggerate posture and you'll hit the muscle you need. Good, here we go for our crunch. This is beautiful. I love this ending. It's kind of like we're easing downhill. Good. Crunch. We got one more. Feel the tension, stretch it out, or just acknowledge it and then get to it afterwards. Right after your workout is the best time to, I think anyways, you're warm and you know what's aching, so you can get right to your stretches. Foam rolled, eat nutritiously. For me, I'm gonna do my breath. I turn away now because my face is so ugly when I do my breath. And then I'm gonna stretch out my neck because I have a little kink here. You're welcome to stay or take off or do your own thing. If you've got that sciatic, you got something going on with piriformis, you got just some general muscle soreness, I'm sorry, you go through that. All right, signal to the nervous system that we're going into recovery mode. We're not attacking anymore. I got a kink right here, so I'm going to apply pressure. I'm going to drop my shoulder, and not so much that I'm causing problems in my neck, just enough to create a tension and lengthen. And I found it. So when you add a bit of pressure, contracting the muscles around the area you want to stretch, then those contracted muscles will stretch from this shortened position, which is going to be, I say it's a lot more beneficial for long-term flexibility. When you're warming up and you're just moving blood and you need to wake up the muscles. It's mobility, right? The stretches. Anyways, you guys, that is like 37 minutes. Perfect. I'll see you tomorrow for legs. I think it's going to be fine. We've survived every other leg day, so we'll survive this one. Have a great day. Eat, stretch, physio homework, and feed your mind something positive, right? Thank you. Oh. Yeah. Good. All good. All systems go.